Hey, how's it going, guys? Supreme Total War here, and today I have another online 3v3 for you. I'm playing as the Wood Elves. I have a long line of Eternal Guard and Glade Guard. You can already see some artillery coming in, but I'm allied with the Dwarves and the Greenskins over there. And yeah, I wanted to show you guys the other army comps, but let's just wait for this to come in. I think he's aiming at the Doom Diver right now, but my men are pretty close, so they might get hit with some stuff. Oh yeah. That one just hits a Treekin straight in the face. Let's go back to normal speed. Wow. Okay, so my Glade Guard took a ton of damage there. I instantly started retreating away from their artillery lines, and because I wasn't sure if my Dwarf ally was going to charge in or not, but it looks like he is, so I'm going to turn around in a second. The Greenskins did bring a lot of Doom Divers, but the Beastmen over here have some Cygors, and there's a little ridge here, and the Doom Divers aren't getting a lot of work done as of the first volley, I guess. But I'm also facing off against the Empire and the Wood Elves, who have brought an entire flying army, a whole bunch of Hawk Riders, and then some Forest Dragons, some Eagles, some Spell Singers. But lots of artillery on the field. We got a mortar, 2 Hellstorm rocket batteries, and the Dwarves are getting hit hard here. These are iron Longbeards. I don't know why I thought these were Iron Breakers. And here's my army right here, and I'm now pushing forward. Glade Guard took almost half health gone right off that first couple volleys there. Greenskins are going to start pushing forward as well, slowly. They have 2 giants. And on the side of the Beastmen, they don't really have, I mean, other than the Gorble, I guess, maybe, they don't have a lot to deal with the giants. These Goreherd aren't going to be able to do really anything to the giants, so I think that was a good pick. The Empire is going to need to get a ton of kills with his artillery because he's going to get double teamed, with the Wood Elves not having any infantry on the ground. I do have some Wild Riders that were Vanguard deployed in this forest. They're just kind of waiting there. Here comes the first couple volleys from my bows. Wow, but we are getting hit hard from artillery. So I hold my bows up here, and I'm not going to leave anything behind to protect them. I kind of did that purposely. Look, this Glade Guard's already wavering, but they're going to start firing in the handgunners. And I'm going to leave them there. I do have my cav in the tree, and they're pretty spread out. I have enough so that if they try and hit one unit, the others are going to start firing, and my cav is kind of there protecting them. So now the infantry lines are about to engage. It's very chaotic. There goes my Treekin into battle, along with my Eternal Guard holding down this flank. And my archers, oh, I didn't mean to do that. My archers are going to be the main killing power back here. Just, I think they're focusing on artillery right now, but they're not, oh no, they're focusing on the general. But yeah, as you can see, the Empire's kind of overwhelmed right here with the Dwarves as well. He does get a rear charge there. I'm now aiming at his Hellstorm rocket battery, and over here the Greenskins have engaged with the Beastmen, but the flying squad is kind of helping clean up the Greenskins. These giants in the middle here, they're not really being damaged by anything. They're very healthy. They're just going to be able to slaughter the Goreherd. The only thing that might pose a threat is the Minotaurs, but even them I don't think so. Over here, Orc Warboss is holding down a whole flank of Goreherd. I think there's 2 units in there. And now no, that Gorble's going somewhere else. Going right through those Night Goblins, but yeah, he's holding down this whole flank by himself, so that's gonna be really helpful, because I think his army is pretty much, yeah, all his infantry died right off the bat, but his archers are starting to fire. Oh no, they're getting hit by the flying squad. Giants in the center are going to hold for a while though. And back at my fight, we have broken through the Empire, and it's just this flank holding here. But as you can see, we cut a hole right through the middle. I have some Eternal Guard chasing down some routing units. There's my Glade Lord, and I missed it, but over here he did try and take my archers, but they were too spread out and he couldn't get to all of them. So he took some damage, and I actually routed his Lord, along with my Wild Riders. My Spellsinger is fighting with the Rune Lord. They're taking on some great swords. And the Empire's trying to regroup here. My Eternal Guard over here is not going to win. But as long as they can just hold up the regrouped Empire for a good amount of time. In general, the Empire is getting hit by some Quarrelers. Or Rangers, actually. There goes an Arrow of Kurnus. I do hit the Glade Lord, but he just survives. I think I'm now focusing most of my archers and my Glade Lord towards the Cygors over here. I do have my cavalry engaged with the Cygor. And over here, the Giants are still fighting. This one's taking on Morgar. This one is fighting with the Orc Warboss, taking on some Minotaurs and a Gorbel. Here comes some Chaos Spawn. But it looks like all the Gore Herd, almost all the Gore Herd, has been killed. They're taking on a Night Goblin Shaman right now, which are actually starting to break. So unfortunately, the Lord did come back and is healthy again. I'm focusing on the Spellsinger of Life, though, with my archers. And in the middle, it's just Sigmar's sons who are holding. The Dwarves are helping run down the Empire, because we didn't really want them to regroup, and they're not going to be able to right now. They've got some archers, some spearmen, some Reichsguard. No, Empire Knights, actually. I have a unit of spearmen, or Eternal Guard over here, running down some great swords. That great sword is probably done, but I think I forgot about these guys. I'm focusing my archers on the Cygors, and they're actually going to hit some of these Hawk Riders as they fly by. So yeah, all my Glade Guard is still alive. The two Giants are still fighting over here. There's the Orc Warboss. Just rides right through the Gore Herd. He is actually wavering. One of the Giants was routed by Morgar. This Giant is still fighting, though. Yeah, my Glade Guard are now going to focus on, I think, the Forest Dragon over there. My big blob here is being healed up, and they are going to finish off the Empire. I'm going to hit these Halberdiers, hopefully finish them off. You can see the Cygors in the background throwing their rocks. I've got my Treekin, my War Dancers are now charging in. Well, I sent one of them after the Spearman who was trying to flank me. Oh, I think I pulled them out though. And I'm now trying to take on the Flying Squad. And it's looking pretty good. The Flying Squad does get away. Yeah, they've left over there. Some Hawk Riders are getting hit by Rangers and Thunderers. And I am firing, yeah, the Hawk Riders. My Lord's firing at the General of the Empire, who just routs before it gets a charge on me. My Cav tried to hit the Cygor, but Cygor won that battle. And over here, the Giant was finally killed, and all that's left of the Beastmen, that was Morgar, the Gorbel, and a little bit of Gore Herd. Actually, there's some Harpies still alive. They're pretty beaten up, though. And oh yeah, these Cygors, I guess, who are now out of ammo and are charging at me. But, they're gonna get hit by a ton of archer fire. What's this? Oh, my Wild Riders are coming back in. Just try and hold up the Cygor while my archers do the killing. And this one is about half health now. I do decide to leave the Cygors. They're slow. They won't be able to catch my archers anyway, so I'm now trying to focus down the flying squad. And my army is healthy over here in the trees. They're keeping healed by the Lord of Life. And the dwarves actually have a pretty healthy force. They didn't even commit some of these troops. They left them back. The Thunders are going to be able to get some good shots on the Hawk Riders. But over here, I'm pulling my archers over towards the flying units. I didn't see the Beastmen in here. I missed that. I'm shooting through the trees at some harpies, it looks like. And here comes a Gorbel. Sees my archers. Now he comes with the charge. Yeah, now he is now in my archers, and some harpies are now in there, followed by some gore herd, and I do believe I pulled them out pretty quickly. Yeah, they're now running, and actually they didn't take as much damage as I thought they would. I mean, one unit starts to waver, yeah, that one, but they do get out of there, and now my infantry is focusing on the Gorbel. My Wild Riders are coming to just buy my archers some time. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, hit mortar there, knocked him over. You can see the flying unit in the back over there. Some harpies focusing on some rangers. Dragon is getting hit by cannons, and he is now broken. Over here, my army's still very healthy. They're going to be focusing down. I think they fire on the Great Eagle. Yeah. Who drops really fast. And then there's the Gorbel fighting off some dwarves. There's an ethereal engineer right there. I don't think the Beastmen have anything to damage him with, though. But yeah, the Gorbel's getting into these dwarves. Spellsinger and the Hawk are trying to take on the Iron Breakers. No, these are Iron Drakes. Force Dragon came back, but is quickly routed by my bows. Yeah, and he's shattered. Gorbel's still fighting, but now my entire infantry line is here, and the power bar is going to start swinging into our favor. And that's it. We shattered the rest of their forces, which was just a Gorbel and mortar, I think. Yeah, so War Dancer's getting a lot of kills. Was happy with that. Glade Guard mostly firing on single entity units like the Cygor and stuff. So still a good amount of kills, but overall my army was just kept alive. And yeah, you now can't check anybody else's stuff, so that's kind of annoying. But the artillery got actually a pretty good amount of kills for artillery. Greatsword's doing well. The rest just kind of got trashed. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today's battle. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you later.